What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. For those of you who are just now hearing about the Jaime Dee Show, welcome in. It took forever to get here. For those who are tuning in on YouTube right now, welcome in. I see you. Thank you all so much for being here. And for those, because you know I love me some Vegas, for those who are here in Vegas, listening in their cars right now, who have not changed their dial, thank you all so much for supporting me, Jaime Dee, today on this beautiful Monday. Yes, it's a beautiful Monday here today. It actually is not gloomy. There's a lot of sun outside. It seems as though that the energy is high, you know, because Mondays bring gloominess. They bring sadness. They bring dreadfulness. Like, ugh, I got to go back to work. But I'm here. I'm happy. And it's amazing being able to do what you love to do, because when you're doing that, then it doesn't feel like work. All right, let's get into the show rundown. I'm going to go over my weekend because you guys love to hear about me, Jaime Dee, and I love to tell you guys about me. I mean, you wouldn't be able to connect with me if I don't actually tell you who I am, what I do for fun, what I don't like, what I do like, and more. So I got you. Then we're going to talk about the daily news. And our social topic today is, should there be an age limit when dating? We're going to have this conversation because I know a lot of you have some opposing opinions than I do. So let's have that conversation later in the show. So don't go anywhere, all right? So let's talk about my weekend. This past Friday at the Drip Bar Las Vegas, located on 4579 West Flamingo Road. Again, 4579 West Flamingo Road was amazing. Let me tell you how amazing it was. I had over 25 people come to my live remote broadcast at the Drip Bar Las Vegas. When I tell you I could have legit just fell over and cried, it was so amazing having all of those people come out to support me, Jaime Dee. Not only did they come out and support me, but they were able to receive a free IV vitamin drip and get their first month of their membership paid for, courtesy of me, Jaime Dee. And they did just that. Over 25 people. Shout out to the franchise owner, Nathan Atkins, for making sure that we had 2 front desk personnel and making sure we had 2 registered nurses there to administer all of the IV vitamin drip therapies, because it was a lot of people who showed up and it was a packed house. And everybody also stayed and watched me live on air. People didn't just come and get services. They actually watched the show. That was amazing. Then they also bought me security. That was awesome. Y'all know my celebrity status is going up. Ooh, it's cool. I'm coming into myself. I'm coming into my own status. They gave me security. I had security follow me around all day. That was so fun. I really enjoyed that. Let me tell you, this weekend at the Drip Bar Las Vegas, when I tell you it was more than I can ever imagine. As somebody who's just only been here for about 5 months now, and making friends and losing friends, because you know it's life. You make friends, you lose friends. Meeting new people, liking some people, not liking other people, trying to find a balance between, like, hey, I'm a live morning radio personality, but I'm also Jaime Dee. Or, hey, I'm still a regular person, but also I have a status now. Or, hey, the things that I used to do carefree, I really can't do it as much anymore. It was great seeing kind of all that come together and having people just step up to support me. That was awesome because I'm new here. I mean, who would have thought that I would be able to bring out over 25 people to see me at 10 o'clock on a Friday, when we know how Vegas is? Either they're at work at that time or they're asleep, because in Vegas, the hospitality industry is the biggest thing here, and people have all different type of work hours. A lot of people didn't get off work until 2 o'clock, and they still showed up to see me at the Drip Bar at 10. So thank you to everybody who showed out for me, and truly supported me. Thank you. It means the absolute world to me to have had you all there at the Drip Bar. And it shows that I can give people exposure. I have growth opportunities with my show. And also, I can bring people out to your businesses. So if you want to promote with the Jaime Dee Show, whether that's your business, your product, or your services, hit me up. info@jaimedee.com. That's info at JAIMEDEE.com. And my assistant will get to you, all right? Hey, you never know what I could do for you. Okay. So I also got to meet Marty Hale Friday night at the Canna Globe event. If you guys don't remember what that was the event where you can learn how to have your own online virtual dispensary. You know, Marty Hale is a billionaire who's friends with the Walmarts and has done a lot in his respective space. And wow, that man, he has a story. He can really get you, he can sell you air. That man can really sell you air. Marty Hill, shout out to him because he did a great job expressing what the industry is about, expressing how to have your own franchise, expressing why you should trust him, expressing why, you know, it's a good business opportunity. And yeah, I shout out to Marty Hill. Obviously, he has billions of dollars for a reason. After that Friday night, I didn't do anything. For some reason, on Friday nights, I just haven't done anything. And you know what? Half of that reason I found out is because of Nathan Atkins. Not only did he be working me, but I found out that some of the IV vitamin drips that I've been trying has magnesium in it. Do y'all know what magnesium does? Because I didn't. Magnesium apparently relaxes you, helps you sleep, chills you out. Well, that's one of the functions, obviously, there's more, but I was like, wow, why am I always so sleepy on Friday nights? That's why I keep getting these IV vitamin drips. Thinking, I'm gonna just try it, not even paying attention to the benefit because they all have benefits. Let me tell you, they all have benefits. But when you have the hookup, you know, you just try something, try it. Sometimes I'm like, just give it to me, doctor, give it to me. And then I'll be sleeping so good, waking up on Saturday feeling super refreshed. And then Sunday, listen, Sunday I wake up like I can run the world. So I can tell y'all right now that my IV vitamin drips work. They have some for getting over a cold, preventing a cold, sleeping good at night, detoxing so you can feel slim and sexy on the weekend, energy boost, athletic performance. There's so many different benefits. I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all have problems sleeping, get that magnesium because that magnesium puts me to sleep. Now I gotta stop doing those drips that have magnesium in it because I've been wanting to go out Friday nights, but I feel like the past 3 months I've been asleep, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I've been at the drip bar almost 3 months. Okay, Saturday I was bored out of my mind. Okay, Mark, did you watch my stories this past weekend? You know, you did? Okay. So my thing is, I'm gonna always be myself, but I also understand Kuth, and I understand that you have certain people watching your stories. Can I say the C word on air? Okay, so I made a joke. I made a joke on my story. And I was like, I really hope nobody takes it serious, but people did. I'm like, bruh. So I was so bored Saturday. I was so bored. I really hate the fact that the things I like to do party wise, the people I like to be around, and the music I like to hear really isn't in Vegas. Don't get me wrong. I do love Vegas. Vegas has a lot to offer. But when it comes to like my ratchet side and how I want to pursue that sometimes it's not really there. What I mean by that is like they don't really play hip hop music for real. They don't play current hip hop music. Now there's some I can't make a blanket statement. There's some, but then it's like, do you want to go to the same thing every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? No, nobody wants to do the same. It's like literally two options. Nobody wants to do that every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And unfortunately, the Black community out here doesn't really like to gather up and they like to be out. There's this whole thing where people just like to feel like they're better than now and they have statuses. And I don't want to be seen all the time because then people get used to you. I don't care. I just want to have a good time. Come to these events so we can have a good time, please. And let people know what kind of music you want to listen to so they can stop thinking that we want to listen to late 90s, early 2000s. Nobody wants to listen to that crap. In my community, at least. I'm sorry. I mean, it's fun. That's like a thing. It's called throwbacks, not every day, every weekend music. But anyway, I went to my social media and I don't know if you know, but Instagram has these like statuses that you can put up now in the inbox. And I put, I'm so bored. Who wants to join me and go do some crack? Oh my God. And people took it seriously. I was so upset because I put the laughing emojis. And people thought I was being serious. I got text messages like, are you okay? Haven't been hacked? I'm like, oh my God, I can't even make a joke and be my goofy self without y'all taking it serious. And then I had somebody actually offer me to do some coke. Not crack, but coke. But to me, it's the same thing. I know it's not. Please don't beat me up. I know it's not, but I don't do drugs. No offense to anybody who does do drugs. I don't judge anybody. Do what you want to do as long as you're safe, protected, and healthy. But I don't do drugs. I just don't do drugs. And the fact that people don't, I'm like, how would you not know me? Come on now. I don't do drugs. Jesus Christ. I got to tell y'all that. Sunday, I went out to the San Gennaro Fest. Delicious. Shout out to Mark, the Italian Food Festival. Make sure you go. Are they going to come back again? May. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. That's so far. Yes, San Gennaro Fest, Italian Food Festival. Make sure you go. Able to support my friend DJ So Hype. Great weekend. Had a good time. All right, guys, when we take a break, I'm going to chill a little bit, drink some water, and then we're going to come back and have a conversation on some daily news. So don't go anywhere. It's the Jaime Dee Show. Stay tuned.
AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
I'm Nathan Atkins, and I know the Drip Bar LV is the place to be for natural health and wellness. We offer wellness-boosting IV vitamin therapies designed to enhance your immune system, promote healthy aging, increase your energy levels, and improve athletic performance and recovery. Book your session today by visiting our website at thedripbar.com. That's thedripbar.com. Or give us a call at 702-846-0851. That number again is 702-846-0851. Mention you're a listener of the Jaime Dee Show and receive 15% off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Shout out to Kara saying she'd do it with me just once. Oh, y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Listen, I don't do crack. I don't do drugs. I'm scared. I don't even care. I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell my truth. I am scared. Do y'all not be seeing those videos? Let's just even talk about cigarettes. And I know I'm not trying to offend anybody because I know cigarettes is a thing, people. But even just the videos, people smoking cigarettes and they like fast forward to the future and they're like, "Hi, my name is Jill, and I've been smoking cigarettes for 38 years." Can't do it. People missing side teeth. People's private parts not working because they did too much crack, or their nose caving in because they do too many lines of cocaine. I am okay with liquor. I don't know about y'all, but I already hate hangovers as much as it is. And drinking is fun, but the aftermath of drinking is absolutely ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And that's why liquor is good enough for me. All right, let's get into some daily news. As written by Hollywood Unlocked, this story is wild. An HIV-positive Florida track coach has been fired from a high school after being arrested and charged with sexually battering a teenage boy. Per the Polk County Sheriff's Office, 40-year-old Jarvis Young was arrested on Thursday, September 14th, for allegedly attempting to have sexual contact with a 16-year-old student and not disclosing that he was HIV positive. Hold on. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Ooh, he was charged with sexual battery of a victim between 12 and 18 years of age by custodial authority. Lewd and lascivious acts by a 24-year-old older on a victim between 16 and 17 years of age, abuse of a child without bodily harm, interfering with the custody of a minor, and being an HIV-infected person and having sex without informing a partner. The PCSO said their investigation into Young began on August 28th after the 16-year-old student at Lakeland High School reported the alleged incident to the school's resource deputy. He alleged that while inside of a school building, Young was giving him a massage when he removed the boy's shorts and touched his privates, attempting to perform an oral sex act. The student immediately jumped up and stopped him. 2 days later, reported it. Polk County Sheriff Grady Jude said Young was previously arrested for inappropriate sexual behavior with minors, but was never convicted. In 2021, he was charged in Polk County with conspiracy to commit sexual battery after he and another person picked up 2 minors they mentored and drove them to Orlando where they sexually battered them. Judge said the case was eventually dropped due to the statute of limitations expiring. In 2017, the Lakeland PD received another report from a minor claiming Young touched his thigh and unzipped his pants before escaping. In this case, no criminal charges were ever filed. Also, Polk County School Superintendent Fred Heed thanked PCSO and said he's looking into how Young was hired with a past and is making changes to background checks. Take a listen to this report.
Track coach at Lakeland High School. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay at 5. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm Emerald Morrow in for Courtney, and we start tonight in Polk County. That is where 40-year-old Jarvis Young is facing sexual battery charges after investigators say he forced a student into an explicit act. And apparently this is not the first time. 10 Tampa Bay's Miguel Octavio leads us off tonight as we press school leaders about how he was allowed to be around children. Miguel.
Sheriff Grady Judd says the student, just 16 years old, told a school resource officer, Jarvis Young, that now former track coach touched him inappropriately and tried to perform a sexual act. That was back in August, and turns out, the sheriff says, Jarvis Young has a history of targeting minors. Young had his first court appearance just hours ago. Back in 2011, he faced another charge of conspiracy to commit sexual battery involving 2 minors. But the state attorney's office says it dropped the charge because of the statute of limitations. Young again was accused in another similar incident in 2017, but the sheriff says the family involved no longer wanted to cooperate.
This investigation goes on. He got away with this before and he wasn't smart enough to quit because he's addicted to having sex or trying to have sex with teenage boys.
It's still unclear how the school district hired Jarvis Young despite having an arrest record. The district says in a statement it is now rescreening all its coaches and doing more background checks. A spokesperson adds they hired Young in 2020. The sheriff also confirmed Young is HIV positive. Sheriff Grady Judd believes there are more students that either Jarvis Young has tried to or has sexually abused. I asked him his message to students who are afraid to come forward. He says law enforcement will believe them and will hold Jarvis Young accountable. In Lakeland, Miguel Octavio, 10 Tampa Bay.
When I tell you I am just absolutely disgusted, there's just so many things wrong with this. So many things. And I want to shout out to people who are on YouTube right now. Elle says, are we so hard up for teachers that will hire anyone? Unfortunately, yes. There is a nationwide teacher shortage. A nationwide teacher shortage. City after city, we're seeing teachers on strike because they're not getting paid enough, they don't have enough resources, and they're not being secured enough in their job positions. Gina Chandler says there are more students he's touched. There sure are. And I hope that those students come up and speak out against this horrific individual. He deserves to be buried underneath the jail. Like, put him underneath the jail and then blow the jail up. Because absolutely not. There's so many things wrong with this. Not only are you 40 years old and you're a rapist, a pedophile, a predator, a creep, a despicable human being, but you're HIV positive and you're putting those at risk, especially those who haven't even gotten their lives started. For those who don't know, I do not want to demonize people who are HIV positive, because just because you're HIV positive does not mean that that's a death sentence, does not mean that you deserved HIV, does not mean that you are out there giving people HIV because you are positive. This is just an act from a despicable human being who, like I said, deserves to be underneath the jail. For those who don't know, there are medicines out there that allow those who are HIV positive to have a viral load so low that they're not able to transmit it to the people that they're having sexual interaction with. And there's medicine for those who are HIV negative who want to take it to prevent themselves from having intercourse with somebody who's positive. They may end up with them being HIV positive themselves. Again, there's medicine for those who are positive, where it stops them from transmitting it. And there's medicine for those who are HIV negative that stops them from getting it. So there's so many different ways that people who are positive can live long and healthy lives. For those who are negative, to be with those who are positive, and so on. So don't make this an HIV positive thing. Don't make this a gay thing. This is one despicable, evil, horrific African-American male who's 40 years old who decided to go out there and ruin people's lives. He deserves the absolute worst penalty there is. Y'all all know that I'm a loving, caring, supportive, and helpful individual. But I always say, as long as you're not hurting yourself, other people, or animals, I don't care. And in this instance, he's hurting other people, and he deserves to be dealt with appropriately. Period. On top of that, he's having sexual conduct with kids. That is foul. And I don't want to hear anybody says, well, that 16-year-old let him massage him. First of all, we should teach our students and our kids young to not let people touch them, especially people they don't know, especially people who are way older than them. And no matter how bad your back may be hurting, don't be accepting massages from anybody. But we will not victim shame this 16-year-old, because this 16-year-old still went and told somebody 2 days later. And don't say, oh, why did you wait 2 days? If you've never been a victim of anything of this nature, you would never understand how it feels to be racking in your brain. Should I say something? Should I not say something? Will they come after me? Will I be hurt? Will my family be hurt? Would this end up being my fault? Would this get out to the public and now my name's out there and now everybody knows me for this thing? No. Just like Gina Chandler said on YouTube, it's never the kid's fault. For those out there who try to victim blame the kids, you also deserve to be in jail. Period. Period. Point blank. That story made my skin crawl. And it's people like him who ruin it for those who are into same-sex relations, because then people think, well, we can't invite gay people over to our house because we have kids, or gay people can't be nannies or anything of that nature, because they believe that gay men or men who like men are the reason why we have more gay people in the world, because they are the ones going out and raping and touching innocent young kids and forcing them to be gay as well. While that is some people's story where they have ended up liking men or women, because women get touched too, because they were touched inappropriately by a man who likes men or children, that's their story. But not all gay people are made because they were touched when they were younger. But again, it's people like him who ruin it. And he got away with it so many times. That hurts my soul. All right, as written by the Neighborhood Talk, a Philadelphia cheesesteak restaurant is serving sandwiches and security for their patrons as violence grows in the city of brotherly love. According to the New York Post, Jim West Steaks and Hoagies reopened on last Sunday with heavily armed security guards prepared to protect customers. The violence has spiked, quote, said co-owner Cortez Johnson. A spike in murders close to the restaurant prompted the owners to take extra measures. Quote, you want people to feel safe and be safe. So when they come out and eat, they don't want to have to worry about any type of harm. Customers expressed differing opinions between the necessities of armed presence at the restaurant. Quote, safety and good food is always a plus, end quote, said Nita Dunham. One, on the other hand, Mario Malai expressed that he's not a big fan of guns, but understood the reasoning. As well, let's get into this before we go on to a break. I don't know if you guys heard, but it's hitting all the blogs. As written by AP News, union leaders in Hollywood studios reached a tentative agreement Sunday to end a historic screenwriter strike after nearly 5 months. Though no deal is yet in the works for striking actors, the Writers Guild of America announced a deal in a joint statement with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, the group that represents studios, streaming services, and production companies in negotiations. Quote, WGA has reached a tentative agreement with the AMPTP, end quote, the guild said in an email to members. Quote, this is made possible by the enduring solidarity of WGA members and extraordinary support of our union siblings who joined us on the picket lines for over 146 days, end quote. Before the WGA strike is over, 2 successful votes must happen. The board members of the Writers Guild of America must vote to approve the agreement. Then the more than 11,000 members of the union must vote to approve it. Once those votes pass, writers can get back to work and the late night talk shows should be back on the air quickly. But with Hollywood's actors still on strike, the industry is still far from being back in business. So make sure you guys do your research, because I had a lot of my actor friends and a lot of my writer friends, some who are not in the business as big as other of my friends are, or they're not as in tune in the business yet, but they're spreading this and they're saying that, oh, it's all over. It's not over. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. And I really wish some of these news outlets and blogs will make their headlines a little bit more clear as it pertains to things of this nature, because this is affecting people's livelihood. Gina Chandler says, I will not visit a restaurant where there's security. Be safe and stay home or go elsewhere. You ain't wrong. It's awkward. It feels very uncomfortable. All right, guys, take a quick break. I'm shouting out everybody who's in the writer and acting and media and entertainment business. I'm hoping this all works out for everybody involved. We all deserve to be paid fairly, treated fairly, and viewed as humans. All right, this is Jaime Dee Show. Jaime Dee Show. Wow, I almost got my name wrong. This is the Jaime Dee Show. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. More daily news. Stay tuned.
I'm Nathan Atkins, and I know the Drip Bar LV is the place to be for natural health and wellness. We offer wellness-boosting IV vitamin therapies designed to enhance your immune system, promote healthy aging, increase your energy levels, and improve athletic performance and recovery. Book your session today by visiting our website at thedripbar.com. That's thedripbar.com, or give us a call at 702-846-0851. That number again is 702-846-0851. Mention you're a listener of the Jaime Dee Show and receive 15% off.
Hi, Doug Basham here. Join me Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon right here on KSHP AM 1400, 107.1 FM, and on major social media sites. As always, I'll tell you what your conservative, corporate-controlled, right-wing propaganda hate media isn't. You're welcome. That's Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon right here on KSHP. Be there.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube. Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. This is real, this is live, and this is radio. What up? What up? Hey, sorry, I had got a little excited. Had to have a little dance break. All right, welcome back in. If you're just now tuning into the Jaime Dee Show, I already went over my weekend. We started some daily news, and we have some more to go over. Now, we talked about the guy who deserves to be under the jail. We talked about Philly cheesesteaks and guns and the writer's strike. Well, let's get into some more daily news. As stated by the Shade Room, 2 young models have been found dead in their downtown Los Angeles apartments located within less of a mile of each other in the span of only 2 days. Nicole Nikki Coates, 32, was found in her apartment on Grand Avenue after her family reported to the police that they could not get in touch with her on September 10th. When police did a wellness check, they found Nikki dead in her apartment. Nikki's family told KTLA that her bed was covered in blood. Police have not yet ruled her death as a homicide. However, only 2 days later, and less than a mile away, another model, Melissa Mooney, 31, was found brutally murdered in her apartment after moving in on August 1st. Melissa's family tells us that she was seen going into her apartment with a group of friends. Later, the friends left, but Melissa stayed in the apartment and was later found deceased. Melissa's family say they haven't heard from her since September 6th after she returned home from her trip to Miami. The family sent police to do a wellness check on September 12th and found her apartment flooded and the AC on full blast, saying the apartment was freezing. Melissa's sister says that the investigators told her family the crime scene was so bad they had to investigate for 3 days. The families of both women are concerned that these 2 deaths could be related and are desperate for any information that could shed more light on these investigations. The cases remain under investigation, so anyone with information is asked to call police at 877-527-3247. Again, that's 877-527-3247. May those models rest in peace. Such a sad situation. It's horrible. And I have my suspicions that it is just some despicable man behind this. I don't want to create any conspiracy theories, but I have in my mind what type of person this is. And again, another person who deserves to be under the jail, locked up. Just, ugh. And my condolences to the family, because I know that this is a hard situation to deal with, and I understand how hard it is to lose a loved one, especially like that, abruptly. So again, my heartfelt condolences goes out to the family. All right, this situation peeved me off. As written by Hollywood Unlocked, there's a video that has resurfaced that shows a line of children being awarded medals, but the only Black girl pictured did not receive one. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this incident happened at a gymnast event in Dublin in March of 2022. But the video reemerged in recent days and has been watched by millions on social media, drawing widespread criticism. While folks were discussing the topic on social media, Simone Biles revealed that the girl's family reached out to her. Quote, when this video was circulating, her parents reached out. It broke my heart to see, so I sent her a little video. There's no room for racism in any sport or at all, end quote, she tweeted. On Sunday, September 23rd, the Irish Independent published an interview with the girl's mother. Quote, we are often the only Black family at gymnastics events, and this has been very hurtful for us. Now, 8 million people have seen the video. From Pakistan to Ethiopia, they can see this was all wrong. But Gymnastics Ireland still can't accept it and say sorry, end quote, she said. Supporters of the family also shared the video that Biles sent the young girl, and according to the news outlet, Biles told her, quote, I wanted to let you know that I saw how you were treated at your Gym Start event recently. I was completely shocked and wanted to let you know that you deserve a medal just like all of the other girls. I know you've worked incredibly hard at the sport, and I wanted to say I am rooting for you from here, sending you my very best, and know that there are so many of us that support you. Now, if y'all saw this video, you would be so heartbroken how this Caucasian woman with this half up high ponytail looking a mess, I'm coming for her, went around and passed out a medal to all of the Caucasian students and purposely passed the African American female student. And you could tell she was trying so hard to hold her composure. She was looking around, talking to the other participants like, what the heck? Where's my medal? And people on social media were livid. One person said they try to act like racism only happens in America. One person says this pisses me off so effing bad. One person says this happened 18 months ago. Imagine if it never resurfaced. Somebody else said adults can be so horrible. I know a lot of us can say that we would have did this and this should have happened and all this other stuff. But I would have had to go to jail behind mine. I'm sorry. The way that I would have jumped up so quick and snatched the medals out of that lady's hand, because are you serious? You ridiculous, disgusting, and vile human being. I just don't understand how, in general, but especially in 2023, we are still hating people. Not judging, because judging is totally different than hating. Hating people based off of their skin color, based off of who they are on the outside. This shows that this type of behavior is taught in families. Because you don't just wake up and just automatically you're just racist. There's so much I can say about this, but I want to tell y'all what the Gymnastics Ireland said. It's long, but I'm not going to get into too much. They said, we're aware of a video that was posted on social media related to an incident that took place over 18 months ago at a Gym Start event in March 2022, for which we received a complaint from the parents of one of our members. Subsequently, both parties agreed to enter a mediation, which was independently facilitated by Sports Dispute Solutions Ireland as per policy procedure, which led to a resolution agreed by both parties in August of 2023. The complaint alleged racist behavior by one of our officials at the event. On receipt of the email, as per our policy and standard practice in relation to complaints, we investigate the matter. Gymnastics Ireland immediately contacted the family to express concern and reassure them that the matter was being investigated. We identified the official concerned and informed the individual in question of the complaint. The official in question accepted fully that what happened had not been acceptable, but stressed that it had not been intentional. The official concern said that upon realizing the mistake, they immediately rectified it and assured that the competitor received their medal. Oh. The official also expressed deep regret for what they described as an honest error and requested the opportunity to apologize in person to the competitor and their family. This request was initially declined, as it should have been. Saying that the person involved received their medal before she left the field of play. This was written after this video came out and resurfaced. Why wasn't this a big deal beforehand? Why is there mediation? Why are we allowing people to play in our faces like this? Why are people still racist? Who cares if you're black, white, gay, Hispanic, lesbian, trans? Who cares? If you're not into black men or black women, don't date them. If you're not into trans, don't date them. If you're not into gay people, don't date them. Don't even look their way. Who cares? But you despicable human beings go out of your way to harm people. Yes, stuff like this is harmful. I've had things like this done to me, and I still do. At my grown age. And it still hurts. It still affects me. And you still have to take a step back and realize if you show the hell out, now you're the person that's in the wrong. My heart goes out to this young black girl. I can't believe she had to deal with that. They should be sued. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have a discussion on should there be age limits to dating? Stay tuned.
I'm Nathan Atkins, and I know the Drip Bar LV is the place to be for natural health and wellness. We offer wellness-boosting IV vitamin therapies designed to enhance your immune system, promote healthy aging, increase your energy levels, and improve athletic performance and recovery. Book your session today by visiting our website at thedripbar.com. That's thedripbar.com, or give us a call at 702-846-0851. That number again is 702-846-0851. Mention you're a listener of the Jaime Dee Show and receive 15% off.
Are you tired of the same old boring travel shows?
Then tune into the Unscaled Travel Show presented by Diamondback Land Surveying each Saturday at 2 p.m. on KSHP. I'm Jeremy Long, the Full Metal Traveler, and along with my wife Amy, we'll take you to places you've never heard of and introduce you to destinations you've never seen.
If you're ready for adventure out on the open road, check us out on the Unscaled Travel Show presented by Diamondback Land Surveying each Saturday at 2 p.m. on KSHP, or find us online at fullmetaltraveler.com.
Hi, I'm Coach Harvey Hyde, and every Thursday night at 6:05 p.m., we have our college football report show, which means we talk college football year-round, not only college football, but all sports right here on AM 1400 on your dial, all the things that are happening behind the scenes that sometimes you don't really understand. That's College Football Report, Thursday evenings at 6:05 p.m. here on AM 1400 KSHP Radio. Now you remember to buckle up and ride along with us every Thursday night with College Football Report.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. What up? What up? What up? It's a pleasure to have you all here. If you're just not tuning in, I already went over my weekend and what I did this past weekend. The daily news. And now we're about to have a conversation on should there be an age limit when dating? I know this is going to get a lot of y'all arguing in my comments, so please do argue on. I want to acknowledge you guys and call in at 702-221-7283. 702-221-7283. Okay. So this is an extremely hard topic for me now, and bear with me, because I personally believe there should be a better unspoken rule as pertains to dating age limits. Now, hear me out. I am so against people who are in their mid-20s and above dating high schoolers and college students. You heard me right. And I know some of the people out there are like, what do you mean high schoolers? Don't be naive. There are men and women aged 25 and above who love them some younger meat. And I have known people who have dated high schoolers as young as 16 when they're in their mid-20s and above. And when I was in high school, I was approached by people who were in their 20, who were 25 and above, who tried to date me. And I had friends who dated men who were like 22, 23, 24 and above. And they're like 15, 16. The people that I've known who dated high schoolers are no longer in my life because that is disgusting. We can talk about it. If you disagree, 702-221-7283. 702-221-7283. Because I know some of y'all want to get at me. Let's argue. Because I personally believe if you're not in high school, you shouldn't be dating high schoolers. The only exception I give is those who are dating in high school. Let's say, for example, a senior and a freshman, or like a senior and a sophomore, and then the senior went to college and they stayed together their entire time. That I'll give, because they were in the same space at the same time and they're in the same type of community, and that's how they met. And they're kind of in the same age bracket, in the same maturity setting, and so on. So I give them that. But for those who are in college trying to date high schoolers, even I find that gross. Or even if you're above that, that's nasty. I just find it gross and weird how people in those age groups find younger people like that attractive physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Even college students to me are gross. They are. I have a younger sister who's about to turn 21 and another younger sister who's about to turn 16. So it's even harder for me to date somebody who's under 25 because my sister's almost about to be around that age. Now I get it. 18 is legal. But what business do you have with somebody who's under 21? If you are 25 and above, especially if you aren't actively in the same space as them, and what I mean by that is like you started college late, and now you see them every day and you have class with them. What business do you have with dating somebody who's under 21? I don't get it. LB says if you're not in high school but want to date a high school student, you need to grow up. LB also says it's a bigger deal when you're younger, not that big a deal when you're 40 plus. The kids are out of the house. I agree. But even people were like, oh, I could date me an 18-year-old at my age. I'm like, why? It's manipulative. It's disgusting. It's predatory. It's weird. I know men who were well out of college talking about, ooh, I can't wait until the next set of freshman girls come in. And best believe I would say something to them. They absolutely disgusted me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Why are you waiting for a group of freshman girls to come in? Oh, it disgusted my soul. And like I said, it's not just a men thing. There are women who do it too. But it's disgusting. Now, hear me out with this part too. This is what makes this topic even harder for me. Because I personally wouldn't want to date somebody under 25. But the way the society is set up, people younger and older than me, hear me out, people younger and older than me are just as dumb. So I don't know what the heck I'm going to end up with. They may be a little younger than me. They may be a little older than me. Who knows? But what I do know is they're going to be over 21. And they will not be in high school or a young adult in college. They wouldn't. I know that for a fact. Because I have couth. I have boundaries. I have respect. I also know what it's like to be a 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old. I'm not that far removed. So people under 25 don't do anything for me. I'm laughing because, again, it's hard. And I just know it's a contradicting saying that I wouldn't date anyone under 25, but you never know. Again, what I do know is that they will definitely be over 21. For me personally, I don't go actively looking for anybody younger than me because my mindset is totally different than theirs. And I just don't see what we could talk about or do. Like, I have friends who are under 25 and they annoy the hell out of me. Like, I love them dearly. I have actually one friend in Las Vegas who's 23, I think. And the reason we met is because we're in the same industry. Cool as hell. Annoying as hell at the same time. I just couldn't do it. I personally could not do it. Now, if one tricked me into talking to them and I didn't know their age and I found that they were mature and worth it, I'd be open. But again, they'd have to be over 21. 18 is not legal to me. I'm sorry. LB says, oh no, Jamie, I have such high hopes for us. Okay, first of all, You're over 25, so there's still hope. You're over 25. I ain't gonna say too much because I ain't trying to get in trouble live on air, but I do like me some older peoples. I do. I like me some of the older crowd. But anyway, I brought this up because Dance Mom star Abby Miller, age 58, was under fire for admitting she's still attracted to high school football players. Then she came back and tried to say that's not what she meant. Take a listen to what she said and let's discuss if there should be age limits to dating.
Just to set the record straight. I do like those hot, athletic, muscular types of guys. The jocks. I always have and I always will. And they must be able to go out to a club, gamble in Vegas, rent an ADA compliant, handicapped accessible van, and they should also have a business, a bank account, success, and passion in their own right. Now, if you saw the movie All the Right Moves, starring Tom Cruise playing a high school football star, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, go watch it, and then you'll know. This November is my high.
All right, so that was her response after saying that she liked high school people. I don't want to play that one first, but that guy played first. So regardless, that's what she said afterwards. She said that because of this next audio that I'm about to play. Let's take a listen to this.
No. That's the best movie ever.
With him in it?
Oh my God, yes. All the Right Moves. He's a high school football player.
Ooh.
That's my downfall. I like the high school football players. I still like them.
I like the coaches.
Not one that used to be in high school, but one that is. Yes.
Ew. That the interviewer, shout out to her, because she corrected it in an awkward setting. I like the coaches. Yeah, because the coaches are our age and above. But high school students, and you said it out of your mouth, you still like high school students. Told you there's men and women both doing it. So again, that was what she said. The first video that was played was her responding to everyone criticizing her and dragging her. Now I want to ask Mark, how do you feel? Because you're in your mid-40s. Of course, why'd you laugh? I wasn't shaming you. I was
late 40s, you mean?
I mean, is it considered late 40s now?
48? Yeah.
You're not 48. Mark, are you 48?
How'd you think I am?
You're 48?
How'd you think I was?
I thought you just turned 45.
No.
Oh, you're 48? You look good for
We're
age,
not
Mark.
talking about me though. Let's get into
Hold on, pause. You look good for age, Mark. Let me go ahead.
Let's get into.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway,
let's get into this topic real quick.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Because I know we up on the clock.
What's your thoughts?
Society has made this okay, right? It has made it okay for people to say things like this lady said and then come back and retract what she said and try to cover up what she said. It's clear as day that she's the mom that's at the football games checking out the football players, the mom that invites her daughter's high school football player friends over to the house, supply them with alcohol.
Yep.
And then she makes her move on these younger high school kids.
Ew.
So that is one for her moral wise. That's just how this lady is. But again, like you said, it's men and women that do it. I think, me personally, I think it's more of a control thing and a sexual thing. I think it's those two. Older men always want that young, what they call them tenderonis back in my days, those young tenderonis. But and then also older women. But as a student, I want to try to put this in the right way. As a football player, as a student, you rarely hear of a student coming forward saying an older woman approached them.
Right.
Whereas a man, if he approaches a 16 or 15-year-old, it's disgusting, but he's gonna get crucified for it. But this lady can say it. And how many teachers have we seen harassing women teachers harassing younger students? And we might hear about it one day and then it's gone the next. So I think the discrepancy of how we punish women compared to how we punish men, need to be
The same.
taken a little bit harder.
Yeah, I agree. To me, it's disgusting. And I will say this: when you're approached by somebody older, it does feel good. Like, oh, they see me. I'm really immature for my age, and oh yeah, I'm attractive. I could pull them at any age. I get it, but it's different when you're above 25 and you're talking to somebody who's 30s, 40s. Okay, but when you're 40s talking to somebody who is 18, 19, 20, 21, what are you doing? 30s, even 20s. Why are you doing that? Why can't you find somebody your age or around your age group? Disgusting. I guess somebody wanted to battle me. They didn't call me. They were on Instagram, Twitter. YouTube though. Hey, Kara says, shout out to Mark. Wink, wink. All right, guys, this has been the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. If you want to sponsor, promote, or advertise your product, business, or service, hit me up at info@jamiedee.com. Have a good day, guys. See you tomorrow.